So, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel where Mick reviews stuff. Today we're going to take a look at the Plantronics, or the Poly 5200 UC version. Now, obviously, if you live in England and you get caught driving down the road with a handheld mobile phone, you can receive a £200 fine with 6 penalty points. Now, these are a solution, but they've been about for a long time. This is the Plantronics 5200. They actually call it the Poly 5200 now. We took over a while back. They've changed the name. That's what it looks like when it's flattened down. Then it goes into this charging crate. I've actually got 2 of them. I drive a cab for a living, and I have one stuck in my ear at all times. We're just going to put the camera down and show you around this box. I've got a few accessories to show you as well. I will put a link on Amazon to these products, so if you're looking for something like this, you'll be able to have a look at it yourself. And here we have it. So this is what you get. You get the charging crate. This is like rubberized. This has obviously been chucked in my cab. So there's a few bits here and there. Then you open it up. You place the earpiece over there. Click it in. And it shows you how much charge is in the crate, how much charge is in the earpiece. There's a little button down there that you press it just to check it. As you can see, both things are fully charged. Now that part just there, if you've got 2 of these, because I use 2, just change them over. If you put that there when it's actually plugged into the charge, it will charge this headset as well. Although this one, to be really honest, since I bought this crate, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So just bear that in mind. Now what else do you get in there is this. Obviously, a little chip that goes into your computer. So you can use these. I've actually used it on an Apple computer in Zoom calls. You plug it into the USB socket at the side, and you'll see there's a little button. If I can get it to focus. Just there, you press that in with a cocktail stick or with the end of a screwdriver, just a little press, and it matches it up to your computer. And then you're actually using, instead of using your computer microphone, you're using this. That'll flash up blue while it's connected. I think it flashes up white while it's connected. These last up to 6 hours of talk time when they're brand new. So you can chatter away to your heart's content. Now people will say, oh, I don't know what you need that for. I've got a car kit in mind. Just imagine if you're a businessman and you're riding down the road and all your information's getting, you're in a traffic jam, and all the information that you're talking gets passed on to the person in the next car. Now these actually have 3 microphones in there. In the end of there, it's very, very difficult to see them. You probably won't be able to. And I can't even remember where they are, to be honest. There's actually 3 microphones. I've used these. You can use these driving down the road at 60 miles an hour in a car, and you talk to somebody and they think you're actually in a room because it's that quiet. It doesn't pick any noise up. It's noise cancelling. Now, I've even spoke to people that have been using them in noisy environments, and the idea being it shuts the first microphone down, shuts the second microphone down, and it'll just be on one microphone. And it doesn't sound amazing, but you can still hear them. There's one guy who, no shout out to Doug, actually is a dental technician, and he'd be using a lathe while he was talking on his. And you couldn't hear the lathe in the background. So you can also set these headsets up through an app called PolyLens. So this one is connected. Say I've got 2, the other one's switched off, so it won't be connected. But then tells you what the battery strength is and the status, which is connected to the app. There's also loads of settings as well that you can do by pressing that. It's just a general. You can do software updates of it. There have quite a few soft updates over the years. Reset the device if you're having trouble with it. Software update. Sensors. You can have. You can make it mute if you take it out of your ear. Mute a video call when you take it out of your ear. You can change the ringtones that come through into your ear. Obviously, if you speak a different language, you can have it in whatever language you want to. I personally have it set to the American one because the voice is more soft and gentle than what the English one is. It's not a brilliant English. I presume it's an AI voice. It's not a brilliant one. You can also get these to go to HD voice. Let's have a look. General mute reminder. So it'll tell you when it's muted. If you mute it, if you're in a conference call and you'd muted it because you got a cough or something like that, when you went to talk, it would then remind you that you're actually muted. That shows you the language. So you can see mine's set to English United States. Ringtones and volume. You can have a different one for your computer to what you've got to your mobile. So you can have this, if you were sat at a desk, you'd have it connected to your phone and to your computer at the same time. And if somebody was coming through on a Skype call or a Zoom call, it would come up through with a different ringtone so you'd know which one to answer. Change the volume level. Now, this is one of the most important things. Like if you're using a computer on Zoom and you don't have HD voice switched on, it will sound very much like a muffled telephone call. If you switch it onto HD voice, it will actually sound really good quality like you're using a microphone. I've actually got it set for streaming audio as well. And enable to stream music, podcasts, and other types of audio from your mobile device to your headset. I actually use it in the cab in between jobs. I'll be sat on the taxi rank watching YouTube videos and all sorts of things. So obviously you can do software updates, fully reset the device and everything. It's a cracking app, to be honest. It works really well. It's like the full package. These things aren't expensive. If you get the UC version, which is the one, the UC version means that it comes in the crate and everything. So that is £107 I can find on Amazon. So that you get the crate, you get the earpiece, and you get the computer chip as well. The USB chip as well. And then I just bought a second one of these. I've actually replaced one of these in the time that I've had it. And when they come, they actually come without this on. I'll just show you. So when you buy them, they come with these in the box, these little rubberized things. And then there's a choice to buy these separate. You can actually find these. Obviously, these get a bit grufty and a bit worn and a bit loose on there. So you have to replace them. They're not getting as easy to get hold of now. The other one that's on there came through, and that wasn't a licensed product, and it's not very good. Within a short space of time in your ear, it actually makes your ear itch. So I've gone for something different. So we're just going to unbox something in a minute. The idea of that just comes out of there easy. Then you put that cover over there and then lock back in. You can replace this. Obviously with perspiration in your ear, this little rubber thing that's at the bottom there. I don't know if you're ever going to see it on my camera. That little rubber thing over time literally drops apart. So then you need to change this part. And then you just screw it in like that and then put this sponge cover over the top. So I've been on Amazon looking for some more of these, and there's only the ones available that I found before, which aren't particularly good. So I've gone for something else. So we'll just unbox these other ones now, and I'll show you what I've got. Now these are coming in a pack of 3 from China, and the idea what they've done with these, instead of putting a soft foam on there, they've actually put one of those earpiece-shaped bullet things on them. So I thought, well, these are be worth a go. You get 3 for £7.99. So let's just take a look at them. Now, these are a bit more standard to what you'd be used to like your AirPods, the feeling that you get in your ear from your AirPods. Obviously a lot easier to keep clean as well. And apparently I've not used one yet because I'm just showing you them before I've actually used them. It actually makes, obviously it's shaped like that so you can hear the sound a lot better coming through the earpiece. Presumably you just do that. There we go. So that's what they look like. I don't know if these are all different sizes. When I actually bought them, it said small. They were all small. But by the looks of that, they look like the 3 different sizes. because to be honest, the bigger ones are a bit too big for me. And they're like a soft, rubberized, also almost like a thick polythene. It'll focus. It struggles sometimes, this camera. It's not ideal for this, but it's all I've got, so we'll persevere. So the idea of that is it's really, really soft, as you can see. And again, they'll just screw onto this. So let's pop one on and have a look. As I showed you before, you just basically push these in, turn all the way to the left, and they'll fall out on their own. And again, to put it back in. It is a lot easier than this. I'm just making a meal of it. So that's in. Obviously, it's a new one, so you have to shove it a little bit harder. And then they go in there. And that to be honest, that feels a lot softer than having that foam in there. Because I said the only problem with foam, obviously, we're just people. You put them in your ear. And over time, they start to get degraded and not as hygienic as they should be. Whereas this one will be really easy to wipe down. So let's put the camera back up and see how it fits. That's what it looks like. The good thing is with these, you can actually put them on each ear as well. I forgot to mention that. So if you turn it around that way, that would go in your right ear. Put it back up to there. Turn it all around the other way. That would go in your left ear. And for some reason, for all these years, I've just used them in my left ear. That's the, as you can see, they fit perfect. The ideal about there, that's where you need them. I've worn them. I've worn them for years. A friend of mine, the other friend of mine I was telling you about, he said if you don't watch it over the years, you find out that your ear gets bent because you've worn them for that long. And I'm not so sure that you weren't right, to be honest, but I found them absolutely brilliant. I mean, you turn them on, first thing happens. Power on, battery high, phone 1 connected. So that's telling you that your phone's connected. Then, as I say, you can connect it up to a computer at the same time. Change the ringtone for the different things. You can listen to that. The good thing is these are a perfect solution if you're driving a lot and you need to take calls. Obviously, you're not allowed to hold a mobile phone. You can do everything that you're doing. Hold of the steering wheel. You can even set it to auto answer. You can set it to voice answer. So you can just say answer and it'll answer. Or you just put your hand up and you press that button at the back. Underneath there, you've got the mute button, which you just press. They're really easy to connect up. You just hold that button in at the back until it goes pairing. It's amazing. They're absolutely amazing. So just thought I'd show you around what I actually use. Obviously, I haven't just bought these. I will put a link in the description. And I know it's, some people will say, why on earth would you spend that on a Bluetooth earpiece? It's half the price of the fine that you would get for using like that. Obviously, some people, if you're just driving to work, you've got the hands-free in the car. That's probably all you ever need. But if you're using them day in, day out, they're actually a good investment. And say the 6 hours talk time is usually enough. You'll get all day with it. But if you don't, and you need, obviously you need to, they don't take that long to charge up, probably 20 or 30 minutes. But if you're driving all day, every day, you haven't got that 30 minutes. So you just alternate between the two. And that's the way they work. So hope you've enjoyed having a quick look around them. I know some people don't bother using Bluetooth earpieces anymore, but if you're a professional driver, especially with the fines as they are nowadays, you really haven't got a choice. And you don't want all your personal details coming through to speakers in your car, do you really? So that's it for this one. Catch you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.